Maurita the Crochet Lady here. We're going to be doing an island grass skirt and lei, which can also be done shorter for a headpiece. So we're going to start with the flower. This is worsted weight yarn, eye hook. I'm going to do the slip knot. And we're going to do chain 6. And we're going to slip stitch. I always try to grab 2 strands of yarn on the top, draw through. Now, holding the ring open, we do a single crochet, then a chain 6. And then we're going to single crochet in the ring again. So you want to hold that ring, that initial ring you made, to make sure all of them go together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go in there again. And you'll do that for a total of 6 petals, unless you decide you want to do 5 petals. Now for the last one, we're going to have our chain 6. Now here's our first single crochet. Our first single crochet. We're going to enter the hook in to have 2 strands on top and do a slip stitch like so. Then you'll fasten off and hide the tails. Now for the base chain that has the leaves on it for the lei or the headpiece, still going to start with that slip knot. Now we're going to be starting at the end right here, where we basically have a button, a chain, and then we're going to have this little space right here that's going to be the buttonhole. All right, so chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slip stitch just like before. We're going to do 10 single crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to slip stitch into that first one, just like we did on the flower. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle. There we go. I did work over the tail as well to hide it a little bit in advance. But now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Whew. Everybody slips up now and then. Now, for the buttonhole, we're going to do a chain 3, and then we're going to double crochet back into it. So I will show you that. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to double crochet back into that 3rd chain that we just made. Don't work it too tight, and that way there's still space. Okay, then we're going to start the leaf section, which is a chain 10, and then another chain 10, but then you're going to slip stitch into the first one of the 10 that's for the leaf. Okay, so it's going to be just like what you did at the beginning, where you're going to chain and then slip stitch. Now for the grass skirt, this one is already started. This is an adult size one. The adult size one, at the beginning, you're going to be doing 48 for the first one, but on these the preceding rows, it's 47 for the second part, because you'll have a single crochet at the beginning. For the child size, it will be, you start with 36, you do 35 for this part. So because this is the adult, I'm going to be doing a chain of 47. 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, 47. All right, so now I have my 47. So this is the only part that you really have to focus on counting. So we're going to be doing a triple. So we yarn over twice. We count back to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like I said, I usually have 2 strands on top, 1 on bottom when I insert in. I'm going to yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2, And then here is why we usually call them triple crochets instead of trebles, is because we're going to yarn over and draw through 2 that third time. Then to make this like kind of grid shape, we're going to chain 3. Then we're going to prepare to do our triple again. We're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's almost like filet crochet to a point, except we're doing them individually. So there's that next triple. So we're going to do that all the way to the end. I'm going to kind of skip ahead to the one last spot. So one moment. Now here we are at the end of this grass piece. Sorry about that. Now we're going to prepare to do our triple again. But on this one, because it is the last one, whenever we do it or skip our 3, we're going to be going into that chain and the top of the triple crochet from the grass piece before it. So I'm going to grab those strands and these strands together and just work through it as if it was all a solid piece of work. Finish that one. Then we're going to have our chain 3, and then our last one goes up in here at the beginning of that first chain. I make sure to grab 2 strands just so it stretches out less. And then you would start your next piece of grass. You do it however long you need. And then for the original one, I just fastened off at the end of my skirt, and then I made a separate chain and looped it through on the corner to where the grass skirt can be adjusted and tied on without much fuss. Now the last thing to show you real quick is with these, I actually just knotted the ends of my flowers just to be kind of like part of the flower instead of trying to struggle hiding them like you would normally in a crochet piece. But to put the lei together or the headpiece, the flowers just go over the leaf. That's why you can add as many as you want. I did 1 per section, but you could fill it full if you feel like making enough flowers or if you want to have a big variety of flowers. So enjoy, happy crocheting.